Right, everybody, it's time to talk about the heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. So, a lot has been written about Tyson over the past few days, and a lot been said over the past few days from people, boxers, promoters, journalists, fans, everyone. And everyone's opinion has obviously come together, and we've got two sides now. So, for those that don't know, Tyson Fury has pulled out of the rematch with Vladimir Klitschko at the MEN on October the 27th, I think it was, because of mental health issues, which is sad. Mental health issues are sad, um, and a very valid reason to pull out of a fight. So I don't think that is in question, and I hope Tyson gets all the help and support that he needs. But I will say about Tyson is I don't think the mental health issues are new. I don't think it's something that's just come about for him. I think if you look at his behaviour and if you look at Tyson going back 2, 3, 4 years, the guy isn't well. The guy has never looked well. I've said it from pretty much day one of me seeing Fury that he doesn't look well. You look at stuff that he does, he's very erratic in his behaviours, turning up to a press conference for no reason as Batman. At the time, everybody thought it was funny, but now you look back and think, well, the guy has obviously got mental health issues. You go back to, I think it was the Chisora press conference where for no reason, he just stood up and he flipped a table. Triggers, it's like that. And I think that's the problem with Fury is that it's snowballed and it's got worse and worse and worse and worse to the point where they've decided his camp, he needs some help. On a boxing level, for me, Fury's the best we've got. He's best in the world for me at the minute. I think the way he fought Klitschko, he boxed him exactly how I should, how you would do, movement, use the jab well, in and out, and also took Klitschko's strengths away from him in that fight. But obviously, with winning the world title, I think it came back there where Fury, he got off the plane and he expected, like any heavyweight champion should, sports personality of the year to be the hot lips in the press, the talk of the town. And unfortunately, what happened with Tyson, where a lot of quotes came out around homophobia, sexism, all these kind of things, which are part of Fury's culture. So I don't criticise him for that, but the people that should have got involved at a quicker stage were Peter Fury and especially Mick Hennessy. Mick Hennessy should have shut all that down before it got to the press. And unfortunately it didn't. And I don't think Hennessy supported Tyson in the way that he needed supporting. And then all of a sudden the press were getting all the more and more and more. And it spiraled. And the problem is when it spirals is people start, the old saying, you throw enough mud at the wall and some of it sticks. And then you got to the point where with the first Fury rematch, they'd sold, this might not be true, but what I read was 8,000 tickets had been sold for Klitschko v Fury at the MEN. I mean, if you're Fury, you're going, Anthony Crolla is selling out 10,000. I think they did the lower tier on Saturday night. Someone might correct me there. But you're thinking, how can Anthony Crolla, who is a good fighter, but he's at a level, do that amount? And I can't sell the biggest fight in boxing at the minute, or well, just below Canelo Triple G. How come we can't sell more than 10,000 tickets? That is a Mick Hennessy thing. That is a Peter Fury thing. These are the guys that should be responsible for Fury. These are the guys that should be having a long, hard look at himself and saying, we have messed up with our guy here. Fury should be a multi-millionaire. And I know he got an injury in June before the original Klitschko rematch. These things can't be helped. But all you had to do was look at the state of him. Somebody should be saying, Tyson, you're a world champion, live the life, train hard, eat right, and then the next fights will come, the fights that'll earn you the more money come. And they haven't done, and that's how we've ended up in a position now where Fury feels unloved, he feels like everyone's against him, and he's gone into it might be depression, I'm not sure what he's got, but he's not fit to hold his belts. But he's the best boxer. So somebody in that Fury camp, I personally think it's Mick Hennessy and Peter Fury. Obviously, people will disagree with that, but somebody has to be held accountable. Because now you're in a position where Fury is most likely going to be stripped of his belts and put into recess. And then when he returns, it might be a year, it might be two, he'll get his rematch and deserves to have his rematch. I do not want to see somebody that has worked so hard to get that belt and put in a performance like he did against Klitschko have the belts taken off him. But unfortunately, that is now where we're at. So I hope Tyson gets better. I want to see him back in the ring. I want to see him fighting. I want to see his entertainment outside the ring. There's, not many people can build up a fight like Tyson can. But at the same time, before he comes back, the people that I've mentioned, the Hennessy, Peter Fury, they need to also reevaluate what they're doing. So that's my thoughts. Like, subscribe. I'll speak to you soon.